Marine Corps Recruit Depot San Diego serves as the premier West Coast boot camp for enlisted Marines, preparing to enter one of the world's most elite fighting forces.
You are now on board Marine Corps Recruit Depot San Diego, California, building 622. The only words that will come out of your mouth are going to be yes, sir, and no, sir, when I ask you a question.
Recruits arrive at boot camp late at night by bus, a deliberate choice to maximize stress and disorientation from the very first moments of training. The depot occupies approximately 400 acres of carefully organized land in San Diego, California, designed to facilitate every aspect of recruit training in a single, compact location.
This is it. This is what I came here for. No one forced me to come here. I came here willingly, knowing that I would be pushed to my limits to become one of America's greatest fighting force, the United States Marines.
Drill instructors oversee recruits from day one, instilling discipline, enforcing rules, and teaching the principles of the Uniform Code of Military Justice, UCMJ. Receiving day signals the official start of the 13-week boot camp, setting recruits on a path that includes weapons training, grueling field exercises such as the Crucible, and ultimately graduation.
The purpose of the first phone call that recruit get when he gets down here is just to let the person, whoever he's calling, preferably the next of kin, mother, father, whoever, is just basically to let them know that he made it down here safely. Phone calls about 30 seconds. Just say, hello, I love you. I made it down here to MCRD. I'll begin training. You'll receive a letter from me within the first 2 weeks. Do you have any questions? That's literally it. He gives the person about 25 seconds to answer a question. If not, he says, I love you, and then he hangs up.
What we advise them to do is to be calm and relaxed, to come in an orderly fashion. If they have a mole, to describe it to us and locate it so we know where it is. And just tell them to relax. Don't be stiff, be flexible, and it'll be over within 40 seconds.
Now, once the lights go up, you're gonna take out your linen, and you're gonna set up your rack and go to sleep, you understand?
Yes, sir.
So when we first got a chance to sleep during receiving week, and we hadn't slept for probably at least 50 hours, we were so exhausted that when we laid down, we couldn't even sleep. We were just so stressed out from everything. And it wasn't that the drill instructors were stressing us out, it was just the environment that we were put in. We're taken away from our homes, we're out of our beds, and now we're in this uncomfortable, small spring bed with like almost hotel feeling sheets and with a bunch of random people that we haven't built the camaraderie with, that we could connect with and we could feel comfortable with. And anything from the showers to the lights that were beaming in your eyes when you're asleep would just make you try to think of the reason why you're here.
Black Friday is the pivotal day when recruits officially meet the drill instructors who will oversee their training, marking the start of the formal 13-week boot camp cycle.
What went through my mind when I first met my drill instructors? At first, I was thinking, oh, yeah, this isn't that bad. And they were swearing in, and then they turned around and faced us. And the look on their faces was like they wanted to kill us, and they were staring right through my face, right into my eyes. And I was immediately like, wow, this is going to be the hardest 3 months of my life.
Drill instructors unleash a rapid-fire speech the moment recruits arrive, instantly asserting control and setting the standard of uncompromising discipline.
It is our mission to train each and every one of you to become a United States Marine. A Marine is characterized as one who possesses the highest of military virtues. He obeys orders, respects his seniors, and strives constantly to be the best at everything he does.
Drill instructors receive extensive vocal training to ensure that their commands are projected clearly and authoritatively across large drill fields.
The purpose of the whirlwind and the screaming and the chaos after the senior drill instructor speech is kind of snap the recruits into mentality of, you know, you're no longer in Kansas anymore.
On that first day, when I step out there and introduce myself, I want those recruits to understand that we're going to train them, and we're going to train them hard as professionals and teach them how to be professionally a basically disciplined young Marine. Second of all, I want them to understand and get that culture shock of what's going to be expected of them. The ground rules, everything that we're going to demand of them and how we're going to demand of them, our expectations. So that way, when it comes to them carrying out the daily tasks or daily missions, that they know we mean business and they know what needs to be and what is expected of them as recruits.
MCRD San Diego has been in continuous operation since 1921, shaping recruits into Marines for nearly a century of service. During World War II, the depot trained more than 18,000 recruits, running operations around the clock to meet the unprecedented manpower demands of the Marine Corps. For decades, the depot trained only male recruits until the first female Marines arrived in February 2021, marking a historic expansion of the program. Firewatch is a night duty that puts recruits on sentry watch, responsible for securing the squad bay, tracking weapons and personnel, and mastering the discipline at the core of Marine training. On patrol, they count recruits and equipment, follow their 11 general orders, and report every detail when someone steps on deck. Recruits are required to constantly clean the squad bay and maintain strict hygiene, preventing the spread of illness. This routine also instills the attention to detail that defines the Marine Corps. Medical checks ensure every issue is addressed quickly, keeping recruits healthy and ready. By managing these basics, training time is maximized, allowing them to focus fully on the demands of boot camp.
Today, the recruits are doing laps around the track, a 400-meter lap. We're going to do that 4 times with a cool-down circle in between. The purpose of this is designed to get their cardiovascular endurance to a level to where they would be able to perform at a high level for their first PFT coming up this Friday.
The Physical Fitness Test, or PFT, pushes recruits to their limits, measuring strength, endurance, and overall readiness. On the Physical Fitness Test, one of the events recruits struggle with most is the crunches. The PFT is scored on 3 events: pull-ups or push-ups, crunches or plank, and a 3-mile run. A perfect score requires 23 pull-ups, 115 crunches, and a run time of 18 minutes for men, with slightly adjusted standards for women.
Last night, this recruit's drill instructor went through and told him a story about a Marine who received a Medal of Honor back in Vietnam. And this recruit heard about that Marine going through an intense amount of pain for days on end, saving his Marines, saving their lives. And the whole run that all this Marine could think about was the fact that this run's only 20 minutes long, but that Marine continued to go for days and days and days and gave his life in the end, sir.
Recruits are jolted awake at dawn, often by drill instructors arriving without warning, testing their alertness and discipline. Their morning routine is strict, making the bed to perfection, gathering their pillow, changing into clean workout gear, and preparing for inspection. Personal hygiene is mandatory, with showers, brushing teeth, and shaving all timed to the minute. Breakfast follows, eaten quickly while maintaining composure under watchful eyes. Every step of the morning routine reinforces attention to detail, accountability, and the mental toughness essential for Marine training.
So first phase is all about taking that civilian that we received and receiving and breaking them down into a recruit. It involves early mornings, waking up at 04:05, getting online, making their racks, which is something they've probably never done before, and keeping the house clean at all times. The drill instructors are looking to cause constant stress throughout the entirety of first phase. This is to make sure that they understand where they are at and that they obey every order that we give them. Every Sunday morning, the recruits will wake up, go to chow, and then be delivered to each individual recruit's religious service. There, they'll spend anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours at their religious service, and then go back to the house for further training.
Drill transforms recruits, turning a once military tactic into a tool for building teamwork and discipline. Recruits arrive used to personal freedoms, but that luxury is stripped away, forcing them to adapt. This rigorous training teaches that in combat, immediate obedience and focus are non-negotiable. Every movement reinforces discipline, laying the foundation for the Marines' unwavering commitment to orders and mission success.
IT is very intense. Whenever you do something wrong, they take you to the quarterdeck and start making you do physical fitness. And you can, as fit as you could be, those drill instructors will break you down.
Incentive training, or IT, is a tool drill instructors use to correct mistakes and enforce standards. From the moment recruits arrive, perfection is expected at every turn. Any slip-up lands a recruit on the quarterback, a grueling corrective exercise. Swim qualification challenges recruits to prove their survival skills in the water, testing their ability to swim, tread, and stay afloat in full gear under Marine Corps standards.
Today is the first day for recruits conducting their water survival training. First, they're going to do a 25-meter swim assessment so we can identify if they have the ability to swim or not. From there, they're going to go to stay on the surface, which is where they'll stay in the water for 5 minutes and they're going to float.
Definitely just listen to them, listen to the techniques they teach you, because that will definitely help you with the swimming portion or the staying afloat part.
This crew has been waiting every day to become a Marine. And kind of wearing this uniform right now, it's very motivating.
From there, recruits move to a shallow water gear shed, where they're issued a flak jacket, Kevlar, and rifle before submerging to release each piece of equipment underwater. Next comes the abandoned ship technique, where recruits leap from the tower into the pool, swim 25 meters, and pull themselves out, proving they can survive in the water under combat conditions. MCMAP was formally established by Marine Corps Order 1500.54 in 2002, setting the foundation for a structured martial arts curriculum. The program combines mental, physical, and character development to produce Marines who are both resilient and highly effective in combat situations. MCMAP draws techniques from multiple martial arts disciplines, including Taekwondo, Karate, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Eskrima, and Muay Thai. Bayonet techniques train Marines in close-quarters combat, using the M16 rifle equipped with a bayonet to perform thrusts, parries, and slashes with precision. These techniques ensure Marines can respond effectively in confined environments, such as trenches or urban areas, where conventional rifle fire alone may not suffice. Emphasis is placed on timing, accuracy, and maintaining balance while executing each movement, even when fatigued or under duress.
Today the recruits are going to be doing the confidence course. They're going to be doing a lot of the high obstacles like Stairway to Heaven, Slide for Life. This is mainly to boost up their confidence. A lot of the recruits have never been into a challenge or at a situation where they have to climb something high and they'll freeze. Right now we're going to get them to break out of that zone and build up their confidence.
The confidence course so far, how I'm handling it is a lot of intensity. Takes a lot of cardio, that's for sure. I mean, other than that, I'm loving it. Ain't no fun at boot camp, that's for sure.
What I like most about attending the classrooms in the auditorium, sir, was learning about all my history, all the Marine history that I didn't know about. How far back we go, including the Continental Marines, how far back we've been fighting since all the wars. We've always been the first in the front, the last ones out, the strongest ones in. We're the ones that defend this country. We are who we are today because of our brothers who fell back then. It's crazy to think how before I came in here, I didn't know anything about the Marines. But the classroom taught me a lot more than I knew. It teaches you how to take care of each other, how to work as a unit, how to fight together, how to stand together, and die together if it comes down to it.
Becoming a Marine requires a significant commitment and is not suitable for everyone, as the standards are deliberately rigorous and highly selective. To enlist as a Marine, candidates must possess a high school diploma and be a legal U.S. resident between the ages of 17 and 28. To commission as a Marine officer, candidates must be U.S. citizens aged 20 to 28, with both a high school diploma and a bachelor's degree. Both enlisted and officer candidates must pass a criminal background check and have no prior felony convictions to be considered for service.
Team week is the 5th week in recruit training. This is where recruits build on their small unit leadership and help each other out. So during team week, recruits have less anxiety and they're more motivated to train. Week 1, they don't understand what recruit training really is. They still have that civilian mentality and they're actually transitioning to be recruits. But during team week of week 5, they build on their small unit leadership and they work as a team to get daily tasks done with less supervision from drill instructors.
Some of the jobs we were given, some were very important, some were very medial, something as simple as sweeping the sidewalk on the recruit highway, but it all made a difference. And getting assigned those tasks and getting those tasks done was really the main priority when it came to team week. And that's something this recruit really enjoyed.
During team week, recruits will participate in various PT events. One of the main PT events that the recruits will do is log drills. Log drills is imperative in recruit training as it exemplifies the skill of teamwork.
Recruits receive standard issue uniforms, and wearing them to exact standards reinforces discipline and attention to detail from the very start.
Also on team week, the recruits will participate in their first uniform fitting. This is to get a baseline of the recruit's body style. Later on in the cycle, the recruits will go back for a second uniform fitting to finalize the product. At the end of team week, the recruits will participate in a 5K hike.
The 5K hike is one of the first endurance challenges recruits face, testing their stamina under the weight of a full pack. It prepares them for the longer, more demanding hikes that build up to the Crucible. Some recruits arrive at boot camp having never been in a fight, and pugil sticks are designed to change that. The exercise forces them to confront fear head-on, while introducing the mindset and aggression needed for warfighting. The SDI inspection is one of the most intense and meticulously detailed evaluations that recruits face during boot camp.
Let's go!
Rifle center, right center.
It is conducted by the senior drill instructor, SDI, to assess a recruit's overall appearance, bearing, and comprehensive knowledge of Marine Corps standards. Recruits are required to stand at attention while the SDI thoroughly inspects their uniform, personal hygiene, and equipment, leaving no detail unchecked.
Take charge of this post and don't give her property of view.
Dirty pistol grip. Dirty pistol grip.
Aye, sir.
Aye, sir.
Aye, sir.
A weapons inspection is a critical component where recruits must present their rifle and demonstrate mastery of proper handling, care, and maintenance protocols.
McCarthy, 0300, infantry regular. Proper training day. You give the proper training of the day. Good morning, sir. First. Good morning, sir.
Recruits are expected to answer rapid-fire questions covering Marine Corps history, general orders, and core values.
Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps. 3 stripes up, 4 rockers down. Eagle over the ankle in the center. 1.2 point. Sorry, Sergeant Major.
Any hesitation, error, or sign of nervousness can result in immediate, intense correction from the SDI. The inspection is carefully designed to test mental toughness, requiring recruits to remain composed despite the intimidating presence and scrutiny of the SDI. Drill instructors frequently employ psychological techniques to attempt to break a recruit's confidence. Attention to the smallest details is essential. Even minor issues, such as a loose thread, dusty boots, or improper rifle handling, can lead to failure. Failing the inspection results in additional training, corrective exercises, and the requirement to retake the evaluation. Drill is one of the oldest traditions in the Marine Corps, shaping recruits into disciplined, unified teams. Every snap of a salute or turn on command builds instant obedience and collective pride. That discipline is put to the test in the final drill, a high-pressure evaluation where platoons execute complex marching sequences with absolute precision. Weeks of practice come down to a single performance judged by their drill instructors. More than just marching, it measures teamwork, discipline, and the ability to move as one. Scores from the final drill determine a platoon's standing and reputation among their peers. For recruits, it's a defining milestone that proves they've embraced the discipline and standard of a United States Marine.
After conducting final drill, the recruits will have completed phase 2 of the training cycle. Now, they will begin to pack up all their belongings and head up north to Weapons Field Training Battalion aboard Camp Pendleton, California. The completion of first and second phase give the recruits the momentum needed for them to accomplish the physically and mentally demanding tasks ahead of them at Camp Pendleton. During week 1 at Weapons Field Training Battalion, the recruits will participate in Grass Week. During Grass Week, the recruits are indoctrinated in the Marine Corps Marksmanship program, which makes the Marine Corps so successful in battles. During week 2, the recruits will take all the information they learned in Grass Week and apply it during Firing Week. The recruits will actually take their weapons and live ammunition, go out onto the range, and participate in the Combat Marksmanship program.
During Grass Week, Primary marksmanship instructors take charge of recruits and begin teaching them the fundamentals of their rifles. After classroom instruction, recruits head to the training circles, where they practice snapping in, rehearsing steady aim and control from different firing positions. Those positions include prone, sitting, kneeling, and standing. The Marine and the rifle together are considered one of the most lethal combinations in the world. That's why recruits must learn to master their weapon in combat, not just for their own survival, but to protect the Marines fighting beside them.
What I think about the range so far is that it's a very beneficial place for me personally because it's teaching me the fundamentals of shooting a rifle, and this recruit has never shot a rifle before, so it's very beneficial for me overall.
The confidence chamber, often called the gas chamber, is one of the most infamous events in Marine boot camp. Recruits are taught how to properly fit and seal their gas masks, and how to react in a chemical, biological, or radiological environment. Inside the chamber, CS gas is released, a riot control agent designed to irritate the body and trigger an instinctive reaction. The purpose is to test recruits' ability to maintain discipline and composure under extreme stress. Even the strongest recruits often struggle. As physical strength offers no advantage against the gas, success comes down to bearing, mental toughness, and the ability to follow instructions despite overwhelming discomfort. The Crucible is a grueling 54-hour final test of Marine Corps boot camp, conducted with minimal sleep and extreme physical and mental challenges. The Crucible was introduced in 1996 to replace older final tests. Recruits complete intensive field training exercises and the Crucible at Camp Pendleton. It incorporates problem-solving exercises that require recruits to navigate obstacles using teamwork, leadership, and adherence to Marine Corps values. The event features more than 30 warrior stations, each designed to simulate realistic combat scenarios. Live fire exercises during the Crucible allow recruits to apply their marksmanship training under stress, simulating combat conditions in a controlled environment. The Crucible at MCRD San Diego is widely regarded as the most challenging and transformative component of recruit training. Drill instructors guide but do not assist recruits during the event, forcing individuals to lead, solve problems independently, and make critical decisions under pressure. Recruits experience profound mental and emotional fatigue, pushing them beyond previously perceived physical and psychological limits. Key obstacles include low crawls under barbed wire, wall climbs, rope bridges, and water crossings, all designed to replicate challenges Marines might encounter in operational environments. The event tests recruits' ability to follow orders precisely while fatigued, with drill instructors continuously observing, correcting, and evaluating performance. Camp Pendleton's varied terrain, including mountains, forests, and beaches, provides realistic conditions for field training and obstacle navigation.
Yes, sir! Don't let his legacy go to waste. Yes, sir! Don't let his legacy go to waste. Aye, sir! Yes, sir! Aye, sir!
Male and female recruits at MCRD San Diego complete the Crucible side by side, following the integration of co-ed training companies to ensure equal standards.
The second fire team, as soon as they clear that first level, you're good to get up and start.
Regardless of gender, all recruits are held to identical physical standards, obstacles, and expectations throughout the course of the Crucible. Integrated companies include both male and female drill instructors, with platoons led by same-gender DIs. But all 300 to 350 recruits train together in unified formations.
There you go.
The Crucible is conducted during the 11th week of the 13-week boot camp, representing the penultimate test before graduation.
There you go. Make sure she doesn't touch red.
Participants carry rifles, flak jackets, and packs while navigating obstacles and completing marches, simulating operational conditions encountered in the field. The EGA ceremony takes place immediately following the Crucible, signifying the official transition from recruit to United States Marine.
Aye, sir! Good morning, sir! Yes, sir.
During the ceremony at Camp Pendleton, drill instructors personally hand each recruit the eagle, globe, and anchor emblem in formation.
Your fellow recruit to find the strength to press on. You now share a bond, forged through hardship, which can never be broken. You have proven that you deserve to be a part of America's warrior elite.
The EGA emblem consists of an eagle representing the United States, a globe representing global service, and an anchor representing naval heritage and traditions. After receiving the EGA, recruits are officially addressed as Marine, marking their formal induction into the Corps.
I'm here to fight for my country, defend my family, defend all those who were here before me. I'm not from here. I came from a different area, but the Marine Corps is the first ones to fight for our country and defend what you love. So I joined to defend my family, defend my friends, defend everybody back home who right now is just working a normal job. My job is to be here and help them out and always be looking out for them like a guardian angel.
The hardest part of the Reaper? Probably the first hill of the Reaper, sir. I think just making it up that first hill and then keep on pushing through to the very end is a very honorable moment and a proud moment in my life.
What was the hardest part of the Reaper? Just having the mental strength to carry on, because physically you feel destroyed, and sometimes it's like really hard just to power through. So I'll say just having the mental strength to carry on.
The hardest part of the Reaper was having to deal with hunger, having to deal with fatigue, having to deal with a lot of pain and anguish, especially at the very last part where you know the prize is so close, and having to push mentally farther than you ever have to get to where you needed to be.
Following the ceremony, new Marines enjoy a warrior's breakfast, their first full meal after the physical and mental trials of the Crucible. The feast is designed to replenish calories lost during the 54-hour event, with hot food, eggs, meats, and plenty of carbs. More than just a meal, it marks the first time recruits eat as Marines, symbolizing the end of their toughest challenge. The battalion commander's inspection is one of the most formal evaluations recruits face, testing their discipline, appearance, and attention to detail. Recruits are expected to stand perfectly at attention as the commander scrutinizes uniforms, weapons, and overall bearing.
So today, what just took place was battalion commander's inspection, where we, in my entire platoon, were inspected by the major and lieutenant colonel. It was pretty nerve-wracking for myself, but I got through it pretty good. I think also my platoon did it as well. We seem all confident in our performances and happy about our performances. So,
recruits receive their dress uniforms from the clothing company in preparation for graduation. Among them are inspection sets, including the service Charlies, which must meet exacting standards of appearance. For many, putting on the Marine Corps uniform for the first time marks a defining moment, a symbol of discipline, honor, and years of tradition.
Some things I'm gonna miss about boot camp is the people that I've met here. Mainly just gonna miss being able to see them and talk to them every day.
A couple things I miss most about boot camp. I just have my brothers around me. They cheer me on and motivate me on. The child's good.
Thoughts that are gonna go through my head tonight, it being my last time hitting the rack, is everyone knows me as not the guy that ever breaks sheets or sleep under a blanket. I just lay on top of my rack just to make sure it's made in the morning right when I wake up. But I'm pretty sure I'll break sheets tonight just because it's the last night, and why not?
Upon arrival to MCRD, recruits may be physically fit from countless hours training, but they aren't always mentally ready for boot camp. The mental preparation is equally important, but frequently overlooked. Every now and then, even the toughest, most motivated recruit will ask themselves, why am I here? Is this really worth it? Recruits will struggle emotionally and psychologically, but that's all normal. In fact, it's healthy. In the military, we look adversity in the eye, determine ourselves to push beyond it, and overcome. We encourage recruits to actively think about how they will handle the stress, then make a plan for those moments when they start to question their reason why. The strongest recruits have a goal. Maybe it's to walk across the parade deck at graduation, to make their families proud, or to challenge themselves harder than ever before. Then they visualize that goal, focus their efforts, and achieve more than they ever thought possible, mentally and physically.
Since its inception, MCRD San Diego has trained over 1 million recruits, playing a pivotal role in shaping the future of the Marine Corps. Graduation at MCRD San Diego marks the culmination of the 13-week boot camp, officially recognizing recruits as fully trained United States Marines.
It's been a long road, a long struggle for me to get here. Been here for 4 months, having to struggle with the fractured rib, pulled muscles in my back, and definitely a struggle to go through the challenges and obstacles that was put forth me and to overcome it with brothers that I wish to stay in touch with every day for the rest of my life.
If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content like this.